If nothing else, I hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon for what happened.
I will never forgive your mother for giving birth to you.
96% of adults go to work hungover the day after a holiday party. New Year's has the worst statistics, with almost 58% of highway deaths being alcohol related. 40% of highway deaths during the holidays are alcohol related. This holiday, stay home, stay at a friend's or a family's house. Be safe this holiday season. Don't drink and drive. Look at her. Look at this lady. She looks like she could have been hot before all of that.
I think she probably was, but now she looks like
a monster.
I was gonna say, you know how cartoon characters, depending on which one, are drawn with exaggerated features?
Yeah, that's exactly what she looks like.
This is like one of them were more. It's like the Pinocchio thing, becoming a real. Pinocchio wanted to become a real boy. Well, I think this cartoon wanted to become human, and that's what happened.
Yeah, she was like, I want to be a real model. Actually, The Matrix came out at this time. And,
right, but if that is a dude, I want to see his boobs. They're nice. No lie. Beautiful work.
That dude has some hot.
It's just a feeling.
Fishing gear.
Oh yeah, you need that.
Paracord.
I'm telling you, in like an apocalypse situation,
you
just
need
fucking
fishing
fish,
gear,
bro. You can't run out of fish ever.
Nah, man. Jesus fed 1,000 people with one.
Yeah, that's because they were everywhere. There was a plethora. He didn't do nothing special.
No, one fish.
No. Yeah, I understand.
It was just one. But does that mean like one type?
Yes.
One type of fish. Like he caught a lot of bass.
Saying. Yeah, like, he was like, it was 100 bass. But it was
fuck did I just walk into?
Hey, Jesus had some fish and shit, and we fed everybody. But no, he had a bunch of fish and everything. What kind of fish was it?
Do you believe in Jesus?
Yes, I believe in Jesus.
Well, what do you think then? You're the only one that matters in this room, right?
That's now this is a dude.
No.
Yes. Elliot Page is a biological female.
I thought she was Joseph Levitt, and then she was Elliot Page. I'm confused about this.
I think you're confused about this. Elliot Page
like,
is
she's not that dude. Like, look at my screen right here. She's not that dude right there?
No.
She looks like him. Now I'm totally not turned on anymore.
Now I need the show to see this. I need to look up Inception.
Wait, she was in, then what was she in? Because I totally was confused.
Inception.
Dude, I was so confused by her gender that I thought she was a completely different person. Like, when they talk about her in the media, I'm like, that's her.
For everyone watching.
No, she was Joseph Levitt, and then she became her.
No.
So wait, she's a chick then, for real, for her entire life?
Hold on. Yes.
So she's been a chick. Gender shit messes me up, man.
Elliot Page is
I thought
now
it was
a
Joseph
male.
Levitt. Yeah, that's Joseph.
Oh my
As
God.
a chick, dude. He would have made made a beautiful chick. Like,
dude, I can see it now.
but I'm saying, like, I always thought that. Anytime she was in the news, I was like, oh yeah, that's just Joseph Levitt. Like, I swear. Play the tapes. I feel like she didn't.
I was meaning to highlight that this week, but I was so depressed that I didn't do shit.
What are you depressed about, man?
The whole court thing.
Fuck you. This ain't
sucks.
therapy. Shut up.
This is my therapy, fuckface. Villain shit.
Yeah.
Austin Powers with the cat and the pinky.
While he stands there and tells you his evil plan.
And then the crowd runs in pandemonium. You know what I'm saying?
These mosquitoes will bite the shit out of you for the next 20 minutes unless you give me $1 billion.
The doors lock up and shit.
They sticking chairs under the door handles and shit.
They're like, it's too much for us to take. Give him what he wants.
They in the hallway, in a quiet hallway, listening to people bang on the door like, help us! Like,
Chapter systems are offline. Number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
No Outlet Live, with your favorite hosts on the North Coast, Jeremy Tomesek and Jarrod Stover. The road to boredom ends here.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.
Welcome back. It's your boy, J. Remy, Jeremy Tomesek, the host of No Outlet Live, your favorite host on the North Coast. You can always hit up the show at 216-647-0064 or email us at NoOutletLive@yahoo.com. I'm accompanied by your boy, Jarrod Stover.
What's up, man? It's good to be back.
It's very good to be back.
It's been a while.
Shit, hold on. I'm fucking up with our thirds. So, it's been weeks. We haven't been in the studio in a little while. Things have changed. If you notice that if it looks different and the backgrounds have changed and everything, I moved the studio out from where it was. I kind of had a revelation a couple weeks ago.
That you wanted to use your bedroom to sleep.
So check this out. I got this fish tank, right? And I'm sitting there adjusting everything to make it natural for fish. I was trying to make it like I wanted to set up the dynamic of the fish tank to make it natural of how fish would be living. So I got like plant life in one side. I got like stuff going on in there. And I was adjusting it. And the one day I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this fish tank. And I'm looking at the fish tank and I look up at my apartment. And I'm like, dude, I'm living like a fucking psycho. Like, why have I been sitting here like with my living room as my bedroom and my bedroom as my studio?
Yeah. You were probably feeling like the fish were watching you bang, you know, and stuff like that. Always constantly over your shoulder watching you do stuff. Like
it was so weird because, like, I don't know. I was sitting there looking at it. I'm like, how did I make a natural environment for these fish? And then I'm living like a fucking maniac with my shit all backwards. So immediately I got up and I just started adjusting the whole apartment. And now the apartment is set up with my living room is a radio station now.
It looks better in here for sure. It feels like more wide open. I don't feel like I'm stuck in a corner so much anymore. So that's cool. But like, why didn't you do it before? What was the purpose of doing it like that in the first place? You were I just don't need a bedroom.
I didn't think of it. And that kind of was like the deal where, I don't know, when I moved in here, I didn't even have a bed.
Right.
So at that point, I'm thinking like, I don't have a bed. This room is good. I set it up as a studio.
We gotta have Trent back in here so you can see. It's becoming more than just a furniture room, my friend.
Yeah, welcome to my furniture room. It was the deal at that point. And now I actually have furniture and stuff. I've been upgrading in life.
I could definitely tell. It looks good in here, man. Good job.
So besides that, in life. I've been okay. Last night was the State of the Union address.
Okay.
We were talking a little bit before we went live. You didn't watch it.
Didn't watch it because I give a fuck. Like, government and politics and stuff, not for me. When you guys are ready to fight against them, I would stand up and fight with you guys. But,
dude, I got to
keep my mouth shut and watch the city burn.
I got to tell you that this is the most concise and clear speech I've seen Joe Biden give in over a decade.
Dude, is it crazy that every single speech that he gives when it's important, he automatically like just bucks up and he acts like he's like 30-year-old dude out there, fucking real high charisma and shit. You're like, who the fuck is this dude? They like give him drugs, or maybe it's like a different person, like a clone or whatever. Like,
dude, leading up to this is what everybody says. All of the like, I listen to like a lot of shows that cover politics.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about politics. Me and you never voted. We aren't about that, but I like following it. And everybody leading up to it, they're all saying they're about to dope Joe up with some good stuff that nobody gets their hands on, and he's gonna deliver.
Yeah.
And he did. I mean, he nailed it.
Did you notice that he also did that during the Trump debates for when he got elected?
Yes.
Also, like, you thought that dude was gonna be a buffoon, and he came out looking like, I don't know what that dude was, but that wasn't what we got.
Yeah.
And it definitely, he was hopped up on something, or it was a clone. It was something. That wasn't Joe Biden, I don't feel like.
Dude, last night he delivered a 1 hour speech, a little over an hour.
1 hour, though?
A little over an hour, and it was the best thing I've ever seen him do.
No
Besides
way.
when he was like a senator.
Do you think that'll sway public opinion about him? Like,
It
tomorrow,
does.
there's going to be a bunch of people like, we'll pay the higher prices for gas, Joe. We love you.
Well,
Like,
this is what it was. He knows that he's going on the campaign trail, and he's going to have to debate, but he is the president, so he will be able to back out of any debate. So I think they put it all on him in this one shot, and they said, give it all you got, Joe. And then when you bail out of some of these debates with Trump, because Trump's going to come at you.
Oh, Trump's coming hard, man.
Dude, he's coming. He's coming. He's going to say some shit.
Coming.
And they're going to make sure that he only debates Trump one time for this election. Uh-oh.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Dude, he's coming.
He's coming hard.
He's coming.
All over the face of America.
Dude, America's face is about to get plastered.
Plastered, bro.
Dude. So, like, Joe gave the speech, and he kicks off with Ukraine and Russia and Putin. He says, this is a quote from him. If you think that Putin is going to stop at Ukraine, you are mistaken.
Right.
He will not stop there. He thinks that he's going on like a Hitler rampage, and he's going to try to take all of Europe and then move on to conquer more. Putin has recently, we talked about it on the show when I did Carl and Pootie.
Yeah.
Pootie ain't doing that.
I didn't think that was his plan either, but I don't even want Putin, man. I want his translator, dude. That dude should be running fucking... He should be running the show. That dude is intimidating. Like, if he came and said some shit, I'd listen for real. Like,
But Biden last night, he was like, Pootie is not stopping. He's going to take over Ukraine if we let him.
Right.
And then he's going to move on to conquer more of Europe. And he said, I ain't letting that happen. He was like, I have plans to give Ukraine way more weapons. And that was what he said in his speech at the beginning of the speech. He said, I'm giving Ukraine way more weapons.
All right.
You're like, you guys are tripping. I'm about to give them way more.
right.
That scares me a little bit, right?
Why?
Well, because I don't think that Putin's in a position to be flexed on.
I don't think so either. I have a hard time understanding even what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. And even there's this dude that I work with, like straight Ukrainian, like ran, like because they were in war, and he like works with us or whatever.
Yeah.
And I asked him, and he's like, Jarrod, these things are very confusing. And he couldn't even tell me what it was about. Like, the people who are there during it. So, like, what's going on? I didn't even understand, like, what it's all about.
Pootie says that it's about white supremacy. He says that the Nazis have they put a stronghold into Ukraine, and there is evidence of like Nazism that lives in Ukraine. But he brings up a lot of things where he's like talking about how NATO has been encroaching and getting close to Moscow, and he doesn't like that we're trying to take. There's a bay that gives him access to the ocean in the what is it called, the Black Sea, I think, or the Dead Sea.
I have no clue.
He has access to the Dead Sea that connects him with the rest of the ocean, and that's where they have ports. And he said that the UN is trying to encroach and take that port away from him, and that has a lot to do with Crimea, the northern part of Ukraine, or the west.
Right.
I can't remember if it's the west or the north.
I can't remember
I'm not
either.
a specialist in this stuff. I just been
Ukrainian, Russian women are hot, but beyond
Dude.
that, I know nothing else about their people or what they have going on. Like
Dude,
geographically, politically, it ain't for me to send your women this way. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, Ukrainian and Russian women are the bee's knees.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? They're all that and a bag of chips.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that because I haven't heard that reference in a while.
But this stuff has me, like, worried, right? And I'm around military guys a lot, and I was told, like, dude, prep. And I was like, I'm a prepper. I'm already kind of prepped. But this guy, like, gave me the info on this rifle I should get.
Okay.
So what I did today is that I went and got a fucking rifle. The same thing that he was looking for. The same thing he told me. He said, you need one of these. And it's crazy because when I went and got this, now what I have here, this is a 22 caliber tactical long rifle. So hold on, I'm about to pull this out of the box. So what? Everybody has this impression that a 22 caliber rifle is not as deadly. But the fact of it is that 22 caliber rifles do the job. They're known to do the job.
Sure, anything does the job, but I'm gonna go with like an AR-10. Let's get a 380. Something big that's going to blow some shit up when it hits it. Like, you don't want to have somebody have their head when you shoot at them,
Well, this is the thing. When you get a 380 or a 9mm or I can't say a 7.62 because 7.62s kind of devastate people. Yes. But like 9mm and 380s and all that stuff, there's a high possibility that the bullet passes through and that these people survive it. A 22 is not going to do that. A lot of people get devastated by 22s. So I bought this long rifle with a scope on it. This is a Ruger Tactical 22 long This is a Ruger Tactical 22 long rifle.
He's lying, y'all. That's a Red Ryder BB gun.
Definitely not. You hear that click, baby. So yeah, I bought this at the wood stock, so I like it, if it comes down to it, I'm gonna smack somebody with that fucking thing real good.
Wait, does it have a clip that goes in the bottom of it?
Yeah, it comes with a 10-round magazine that goes into the bottom, and I think this is like really my initial thought. I wanted a long rifle for the fact of hunting. I want to get into hunting. That was going to be a big part of like my bug out bag. Actually doubles as hunting gear because I'm interested in hunting. I want to go out and try that stuff. So I've been thinking about that. But also I figured out while I'm buying this gun, right?
Yes.
There's this dude behind the counter that's talking to this couple. They're there buying guns. They're looking at like handguns.
Okay.
And they're discussing the difference between like 9mm and 22s. And this guy behind the counter, he's like, my dad was shot by a 22 and died.
Oh, yeah. Those little derringes will fuck your day up with the 22 LRs.
And that's what they were looking at. They were looking at revolver handguns that were 22s. And the girl was like, I don't know if I really want this because really is a 22 going to do something? And dude was like, that killed my dad. Like it will work.
Well, see, I like 22 just for concealing. Because I feel like a 9mm is too big and bulky for me because I'm like a tinier person, I feel like. And it always like bulges out. So I got to have a 22 like carry.
Well, I don't know. You could get 9mm that are very small in your hand. Our friend Beto, he had just got a Beretta that's a 9mm and it's very tiny.
You know, my sister has a Beretta too that's very small, like a real snubby nose on it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So you could get that and it works, but to what I was just saying a little bit ago, you have that, there's that possibility with a 9 where you shoot somebody with a 9, the bullet will pass through because there's more velocity in the 9. With the 22, they are known to, the round is so small that it's going to ricochet off the bones.
Right.
That's a big thing.
Yeah. And a lot of times at close range, you're not talking about just one, though. Like, if you're shooting somebody 5 times with a 22, I don't think you're going to fare very well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, when I was younger, I knew this guy. He, back in my younger days, when I was doing, when I was a bad kid doing bad stuff, okay? Yeah. There was this dude that I knew. He was a gangbanger, and he came across the gang on the opposite side of the street. And they both started repping their hood and doing like,
damn.
What up, doe? Like, what's that you claim?
I like when I see that and then someone gets knocked out right after they do that. That's my favorite.
Well, they did this back and forth, and dude got shot the fuck up. I mean, they pulled out 22s.
People ain't playing out here, man.
Hell no. Especially like if you live in a city that does like the gangbanging thing and all that stuff.
Right.
Like, it's fucking stupid. I don't know. I don't like saying that because I understand some neighborhoods are just built like that, and
right.
like that's a way to get by. But if you could fare away from gangbanging culture, it's probably a good idea.
Oh yeah, if you want to live a good life, I don't know, like don't want to be behind bars all the time.
Yeah. But this dude got shot up from his ankle up to his shoulders with 22s. I think
Did he survive?
He took over 10 rounds and ran home.
Nice. Yeah, but you can because it's only 22s. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no 50 Cent, 9 shot. I'm just kidding. That dude got shot twice.
You know that is a theory.
What?
50 Cent's wife and his kid.
Yeah, they say he didn't get shot. He just said that shit.
No, they said that he got shot 5 times.
Oh, yeah. That
was the same amount as Tupac. So 50 Cent was like, nah, Tupac got shot 5 times. I got shot 9 times.
Right.
Just to make like his hip hop life a little cooler.
Hey, that's cool. Marketing 101, man. I'm here for it.
So besides all of that, yeah, the State of the Union address, it was good. It was a well delivered speech by Papa Joe.
No like rants, rambling, no falling off the stage, falling up steps, anything.
Not one
that
bit.
Wasn't him, man. That's a clone. I know it is. There's no way he just cleans that up just for certain times. You know what I'm saying?
It was the drugs, man. I think all these people that speculated it.
He's on hydrochloroquine. Right. I told these fuckers not to take it. I'm smarter than you. Like
he on that hydrochloroquine. Oh shit. He on that horse dewormer that Joe Rogan was on.
That fishbowl cleaner. You know what I'm saying?
He on Duster.
Which I think is weird. They're like, it only killed 2 people. This is a nightmare. Like,
yeah, dude.
Whatever just kills 2 people. Like, everything kills so many people, like, no matter what.
No, dude, they had to have given them something crazy because it was so clear, so concise. It was delivered perfect. I mean, this dude gave the speech of his life yesterday.
Yeah.
It was good.
If you go back and watch like the Trump debates for the last election, he was a totally different person too. And I know exactly what you're talking about because I saw that shit. And when that happened, I was like, how the hell did this dude do this shit?
Yeah.
Always just being an asshole, saying all these crazy things.
Yeah.
I love ice cream, blah, blah, touch my leg hairs, kids and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden he's like this proper dude, like, Trump's really bad. And we're like, yeah, I guess he is. Let's vote for that asshole. Yeah. Like, how did that happen?
This is another thing, though. I do got to give Biden credit on this policy that he's talking about. He was talking about rent and home buying.
Okay.
He said that he was going to change how that is like really decimating the country. He was like, I'm fixing that.
How, though?
He said he's about to come at people that are he said that it's like a price gouging kind of thing, how people charge for rent and home buying and the loans and all that stuff. He said, I'm putting an end to that, and I'm putting in laws and restrictions to where you're not allowed to do that.
But what I will say is this, that even for people renting houses right now, the profit margin is very low because everything is so expensive, and you have to keep raising your rent to even make your own mortgage and make some kind of profit off of it, which is business in general.
And that's one thing that I think he totally fucked up, because in his speech he was talking about the inflation rate, and he was like, you know, inflation was this and that, and he said it's 3% now because of me, and I'm not seeing that. He was like, things are so fucking good now because of me, and it's like, dude, I'm paying. Dude, I just went grocery shopping 2 weeks ago.
Right.
I spent over $500 for essential stuff. I didn't get crazy.
Right.
I bought essential shit that I need. Has spent over $500. I can't afford that for real.
I can't really either, and that's why it's like such, like, you work your 40-hour work week, you do your little extra to do your hustle, and you're still just not even barely breaking even. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird because everything else keeps going up. You know.
Yeah.
The deficit or whatever, how much jobs take for their profit, you know, while continuing to just keep our money the same as workers and employees.
Right.
And we're fucking starving out, and they're just slaving us to death at this point.
This is another point that he made. He said, in America, we have 1,000 billionaires. Out of the 315 million of us, there's 1,000 of us that are billionaires.
Yes.
He said, it's not fair that the rest of us are paying like 20% federal tax and these guys ain't paying shit. He pointed out a couple of people. He was like, last year, these people and this guy and this dude, they didn't pay no federal tax. Okay. He said, we're changing that. He said, I just passed a law, a bipartisan law, that you're getting charged 25% off rip. You're not getting an option because we need that money to build back America. And I was like, that's kind of sweet. For real, that's kind of cool.
How about we pass a law against these politicians, like people like AOC, that were literally bartenders making $12,000 a year and now are worth $65 million. Tell me where they got that money from working for the government, unless they're taking kickbacks and things like that.
That's a lot of the chatter that's going on ever since his speech. I've been looking up stuff online about this ever since it happened. I watched the speech twice. So people online, they're like, well, what about all of the inside trading that's going on with politicians? And what about, like, this dude was talking about giving more weapons to Ukraine, and people are like, well, what about your ties with Ukraine? Why didn't you bring that up? I mean, his speech was fire, but of course he's a politician. He's gonna like cover his tracks while he gives you glamour and glitter.
Which I feel like he's not a smart enough man to do that, so it can't be him. It's a clone, dude. I'm telling you, that's a clone.
I thought about that while I was watching the speech.
Did you look at the ears?
You couldn't really see the ears too much.
He hit him, dude. He knew. If you saw the ears, it was a dead giveaway. Like, for some reason, he's wearing earmuffs. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, I didn't even notice. He had headphones on the whole time. Yeah. That motherfucker had a pair of cans on. No, it really was like a good speech, though. I have to give him that. It was good. I was 50-50 on it, because I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm not a voter. So I watch this stuff from like the outside view. I'm looking at politicians from a bird's eye view.
Right.
And it was halfway like kind of really cool to see some of the stuff he was talking about.
Right. Which I think it's weird. Like, people in politics are so like, now we have to act like we have a favorite sports team, you know what I'm saying, whether it's Republican or Democrat, and nobody even cared about that shit like that before, and now all of a sudden it's just like this fever pitch where everybody's like, you must listen to what I say. Like,
dude, this is, hold on, let me try to pull this up. So you gotta see this with Marjorie Taylor Greene when he MJ So Marjorie Taylor Greene shows up to the speech, and she's wearing MAGA gear, right?
Okay, is that the? I think my dad sent me a video of this chick the other day. Is that the chick that always be talking about like liberal tears and like be like talking shit on like liberals?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
She's a super MAGA fan.
Okay.
In November, my team began serious negotiation with a bipartisan group of senators. The result was a bipartisan bill with the toughest set of border security reforms we've ever
like
seen.
a fucking alien.
Oh, you don't
Like
think
his
so?
eyes look alien.
Yeah, dude.
That dude, I don't know why he's
you
just
don't
staring
like
at the
that
camera like
bill,
that. I
huh?
think he's an alien too.
That conservatives got together and said it was a good bill? I'll be darned. That's amazing.
Looks like his mask
That
is falling
bipartisan
off.
bill would hire
His lizard showing.
1,500 more security agents and officers, 100 more immigration judges to help tackle
So
the
right here, he's talking about the border crisis.
Okay.
He's saying that he's trying to pass laws, bipartisan laws and stuff, to where we have to hire more people to handle the border crisis. He said that we need more officers, we need more people down there.
For what?
To
If the border's open, there's no reason for anybody to be there.
well, no, he's saying that because have you been hearing lately about how like these people go through the border and even if they do it the legit way, they have to wait 6 years
Well,
before
there
they
is no
even like
legit
go.
way because it's all legal. There's only
Well,
one way.
No, it's
the
not
legit
legal.
way.
It's not legal.
They open the borders.
No, they show up and then you have to wait 6 years before you see a judge and they pass you through.
Well, right
he
now?
said yes. So he said we need to get people down there and officials that are allocated. He said he's trying to pass a bill where these people are going to be in place within the next 6 months to be able to actually go through and scan all of these people and then to get the real people that are legally trying to come through and to fix like the crime that's coming over.
So what you're saying is they're gonna close the border and make legal immigration a
No.
thing like it was before?
No.
Sounds
No.
like you're going right back to the same thing because you're still hiring those people for those positions to vet those people. That's what they were
Yes,
doing at the border.
That's what he's talking about.
But that's what they were doing already.
But
Why
he
did we
wants-
have to open the border and let all this happen?
Well, I know, and he doesn't really get into that too much
So
about
he's
like.
basically saying, like, he's basically backpedaling and saying he was wrong without saying he was wrong. We're making these changes to make it better.
Yeah.
Like, I fucked it up, but here it
Yeah.
is. Like, fuck you, dude.
But
Like-
he didn't say it that way.
Yeah,
He was-
of course.
He was like, everything's all cool. Like, it's all good, bro.
He's like, the border's never been a crisis. Like, there's not just a
Yeah,
bunch of,
dude.
like, war-age men without their families coming over here right now and shit. Like,
On his side of the argument, he's like, dude, this is the country where you seek asylum. So that's like, he's not trying to deter people from seeking asylum.
and I understand all of that, but
I
at the
get that
same
too.
time, I also understand that, like, the people who are trying to gain asylum here are, like, coming in and fucking our shit up because they're unvetted. It's people who
Yeah.
aren't supposed to be here. They're gaining asylum because they're running from something.
Well, recently, some of these people, immigrants that just recently came over, were just shooting cops.
That's what I'm saying.
And they got away with it. Like,
Which-
they didn't even get charged because they're not citizens.
Which, let's be real, a lot of the stuff that they say these immigrants are doing are people that are things that even Americans were doing that you just don't hear about, and they're only like saying like this is happening because it's an immigrant. Just like everything else, they try to put their spin on it and make you think something, but it's always the same. You know what I'm saying?
But that wasn't even the part that I wanted you to see. Now check this out. Check this out. Now this is when he enters. He walks into the House of Congress, right? Or wherever they hold this. And he's like meeting people, he's shaking their hands. The crowd's going nuts. People are going bananas. Dude, there's a chant in this building that is like the majority of the building is screaming 4 more years.
To who? To Biden?
To Biden.
There's no way. Where's his
Dude.
crowd? Let me see the crowd real quick.
Dude, check this out. Hold on. Let me turn this down. 'cause
I've
know it's-
never seen a crowd at a Biden
Dude.
event at all.
They're going bananas for Biden. They love Biden.
But it's got to be only those dudes in that, those people in that room.
Check out this. This is when he sees Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's wearing MAGA gear, and he doesn't notice at first because everybody's like 4 more years, and people are sucking his dick when he walks.
Yeah,
through.
yeah. He's like, dude, there would be no way there would be any mega gear in this room.
Yeah, dude. Now watch his face, bro.
Is that the one in the red? She's got to be wearing all red, right?
Yeah. Watch when he sees this bitch. Watch when he notices her. This is so funny. Oh, is this video covered it up? Hold on. There's this look that he has, dude, where he's terrified.
Damn.
He's fucking.
Good thing you vetted the video. Yeah, I know, right? Because he thought he was about to get shot. Like, there's a MAGA person in here. Like, that's a security threat for sure. Some people are crazy. Just as crazy as probably those people screaming for Biden like that. Like,
this is it. Look at him. Hold on. Let me rewind this. This is what he sees Marjorie Taylor. This is face when he sees her wearing the magazine. Dude,
but why would it be so shocking though? That's all I'm saying.
know.
Like, why would it be like, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on with politics, man, but all these people are fucking crazy and on drugs, and he looks halfway fucking normal right there.
I know.
Like, usually he just looks like he's completely out of it. He actually looks like he's here. Maybe what they're doing is taking him off the drugs. They're just drugging him the whole time, so he's like the face man, and then taking him off and like, okay, go make your speech.
Holy shit!
You know what
the
I'm
first
saying?
person I've ever heard say this.
It's got to be something. There is no reason for all that. Because even if, like I said, you go back, you pull up the Trump thing, that shit shocked the fuck out of me. I'll never forget about that to this day. Like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, dude. I mean, look at his fucking face, though.
Yeah, right. He's like, oh shit. He probably thought he was gonna get shot. Like, you see like a MAGA shirt and a MAGA hat in a Democratic like place. Like,
I mean, and these people that dressed like Marjorie that night, they've been like coming at his throat for years now. It's been 4 years of this dude dealing.
Probably.
Yeah, dude. No, that you really just blew my mind with like the taking him off of the drugs. Like, are the elites in the deep state doping him?
I'd imagine so. I mean, there's no way.
Maybe he's a full functional guy.
Right, and he's just so fucked up he can't walk up steps. He's like,
they're like dosing him with heroin,
and that would make sense because why can't he can't walk?
The president on Fetty,
right? No, but like he's walking around perfectly fine right here. They show him running with Obama and shit, and then all of a sudden he becomes president and starts falling over everything.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Well, he did fall off that bike with Obama though, but big deal. You fall off bikes every once in a while. You got
he
your
falls
little
off
foot
bikes
in the
all the
gauge.
time. He just doesn't know how to ride a bike.
Right. Well, he falls off everything probably. Like,
I mean, technically, like Biden's a black man. You know what I'm saying? So like, they can't swim. He can't ride a bike.
I always thought the weirdest fucking thing about Biden was when Obama was president. Every time Obama would be making a speech, like, and you could look this up anytime he's sitting there like talking or whatever, Biden just has this like deadpan like skeleton face,
Yeah,
like
dude.
just on the left of his shoulder right here, just staring off into space all weird and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, even before I knew who Biden was, I was like, why do they like square up on that dude? Like, just making that frowny fucking pouty face thing behind him like that. You know what I'm saying? You look so fucking stupid and weird. Like,
that kind of happened with this speech too, because let me pull up. While he's giving that speech, let me pull up a shot of him talking.
I'm told my predecessor called members of Congress and
So you see this guy right behind. Oh, actually, hold on. I want our fans and our viewers to see this also.
yeah, that might be a good idea. Let's just talk about it as it plays.
So you see this guy right here that I'm circling?
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff about this online. So this dude's a Republican. I think he's the Speaker of the House or some shit like that.
Is that the dude with the black adopted son?
Maybe. I don't know.
That they can't find. They said they keep trying to say like they got rid of the black adopted son, but he's like married and he like went on to have his family or whatever. He's
I'm
like,
not positive. I don't know who this guy is.
I think that's him. That looks like the dude they're talking about.
But this dude was disgusted this entire speech. He sat here for about an hour and a half.
Well, yeah, because Republicans
just disgusted.
Republicans ain't gonna believe shit a Democrat says because they
Not
know
one
what's
bit.
up. You know what I'm saying? But they have their own way of doing it. But they're both doing the same fucking thing.
But
They're just telling you how
I've
they
been
want to do it.
seeing people talk about this. I didn't pay enough attention to Trump's State of the Union addresses.
Okay.
But people were saying that like when Trump would say something that was actually like cool for all of the parties, that even the Democrats would clap it up and stand up, and they were like cheering him on. And they're saying that when Biden was doing that same thing, where he was doing things for like both parties, and he's like, look, this is why I should run again. This is why I should be the president for the next 4 years. If you watch this speech, the State of the Union speech, the Republicans don't give him nothing.
Yeah,
all of them. The ones in the crowd, this dude behind him, they're all disgusted the entire time. Even when he says shit that like everybody could vibe with,
right?
Like, let's charge the billionaires. They deserve to pay their share of tax.
Like Republicans are like a scorned girlfriend.
Yeah, they're just
sitting
like,
there pouting like,
yeah,
oh, you love me, baby.
Like, you better apologize.
Right.
I don't care what you say. I don't want to eat that.
Right.
they're like the girlfriend that does not want to agree with what you want for dinner.
Oh yeah, and rightly so, because I think nothing that the Democrats are doing right now is American at all.
It's
and I
not
think
good.
like what they're trying to push like things towards is not a way that I think America wants to go.
Yeah.
We still want to have some core values, and I think they're just taking that away. And then like I even saw today, like just like I was saying before, I always said it, like first it's going to be, you know, transgender people want their rights or whatever and blah, blah, we're standing up. And then now I saw like a chick today talking about like pedophiles being able to, you know, come out and be like, pedophiles, because that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we need to stand up pedophiles. This guy likes to rape children, so let him go rape some children.
Well, no, I forgot what they call it. That's like a child loving person or some shit like that. There's like a term for it.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, bro.
You
ever see Michael Jackson in an interview, like acting like a kid, Neverland Ranch and shit? Like, that is that dude. Like,
oh, what do they call that? A child attracted persons or something like that. They're trying to make like a term to try to make it regular.
Yeah,
for
to
pedophiles.
try to like, make it like normalcy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're looking at my little boy? You like what you see, sir? Like, we're all inclusive here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, dude. Never.
Yeah, but besides all that, lately in the past, like we haven't been on the air in like almost a month. I've gotten into movies just to try to change subjects and get away from politics.
Yeah, right.
So I've been getting into movies, and I took recommendations on Facebook. I asked everybody, what's the best movies? I watched Hell or High Water. I think that's what it's called.
Okay. Never heard of it. Is that an older movie or newer?
I think it's an older movie. It's a cowboy movie that I watched.
Ah, that's why.
About shit. I can't even fully remember that one because I got a movie on the top of my head. True Romance. I watched this movie, True Romance. This movie was made, it was written by Quentin Tarantino. He wrote this movie when he had Reservoir Dogs. He was given the option. He was like, the studios told him that you could make one of these movies, and the other one you have to sell off to another studio for the funding to make the other movie, whatever one you choose. So he wanted to make Reservoir Dogs himself. He sells off True Romance. Somebody else makes it and casts it and everything. I watched this movie. I've always heard about it. Never took the time to watch it. So I watched this movie, and there's a part. So, spoiler alert. The movie's about this guy that meets up with like a escort, and she is trying to get away from her pimp. This dude's got a set of nuts on him, and he's like, I kind of like you. Like, I'll go and I'll get your stuff from the pimp. And she's like, don't do it. This pimp, which is really funny if you watch this movie. The pimp is a white Jamaican guy with dreadlocks.
Oh, I feel like I've seen that. Is that a Taxi Driver?
No, Taxi Driver's got Robert De Niro.
Yeah. But I feel like it was the same thing, and the pimp was like a white Jamaican dude, like some shit. I can't remember though. Maybe I saw that movie.
True Romance.
Can't think of True Romance. Even one scene,
bro. So there's a scene that sticks out in my mind of this movie. Right? If you have not seen True Romance, go watch this movie. It instantly became one of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my top 5 for sure now. So the dude goes out. He meets up with the pimp. He goes to get her stuff back. The dude's got a set of balls. He beats the fuck out. Well, the white Jamaican beats the shit out of him. He retaliates, and then while they're both beating the fuck out of each other, he shoots the guy dead, gets up, and kills everybody in the building.
Even prostitutes too?
Yeah, there's a couple prostitutes in there, and he tells them, he's like, get the fuck out of here.
Nice,
They
Travis
leave.
Bickle style.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Who is that?
The dude from Taxi Driver, bro.
Travis Bickles?
Travis Bickle, bro.
That's not Taxi Driver.
You talking to me? I don't think you're talking to me.
You're confusing that movie.
That's Travis Bickle.
No, Taxi Driver doesn't
not the
have
movie
pimps.
you're talking about. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, it does.
God,
You're right.
Dude, don't.
Because Taxi
fuck with
Driver,
me.
Robert De Niro shows up in the apartment building where he walks upstairs.
Yes,
and
he takes out all the pimps and stuff, tells the prostitutes to go home. It was a good reference. Couldn't you just lay it at that? And everybody could have laughed and we could have moved on. Like
Travis Bickle. Okay.
Travis Bickle, baby.
So check this out. In True Romance, the dude shoots up the place. He kills the pimp. He kills all of his homeboys. He lets the prostitutes leave, and then he grabs his girlfriend's her supposedly bag, because she left her she was like, go get my stuff.
Gotta get that bag.
So he grabs the bag, and it turns out to be a bag full of dope. So he comes back, and they're sitting on keys. They got 16 keys.
So she made him rob her pimp.
No, her stuff was legitimately there. And he went there to go
come up on
he was like,
drugs.
look, I'll give you money and everything. Just give me that girl's stuff. And he was like, what? Like, for this hoe? Because that's how, the pimps always go in the movies.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, for this bitch? No. You could get her for a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how it always goes. That's like how it is in The Equalizer, too. They tell The Equalizer, they're like, I'll take this money. You could get her for a month. And then just...
Right.
Shut the fuck up and leave me alone. But this dude wasn't having it. Either did the Equalizer. But I digress.
Okay,
So he
you do.
takes the bag of dope and he comes back. They're like, oh shit, we got all this dope. So he's like, I got to figure out how I can sell this. They both come up with this plan to sell all of it. James Gandolfini is in this movie.
James Gandolfini. I don't even know who that is.
That's The Sopranos. Tony Soprano.
Oh, that's Tony Soprano. I knew the name, but I couldn't think who it was. I was never big into Sopranos either, but
Oh my God.
I
You're
feel like
the second person this week that said that to me, and I am completely so mad.
the only thing that I liked about The Sopranos was the one chick, the blonde curly hair. I can't think of her name. She got shot in the face in the woods or whatever, I think.
Is that his nephew's girlfriend?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Dude, that chick just came out and said that she's making a living off of OnlyFans.
Oh, dude, yeah, I saw that too. That chick, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And what's her name too? The daughter. Like that chick's hot too. Can't think of her name.
Dude, she's got a podcast now with the son from they're true best friends.
Oh, nice.
And they got a podcast on the Your Mom's House network.
Right.
It's pretty good. It's called Not Today Pale. It's pretty fun to watch them. You know what? To just a sidestep real quick, Meadow is her name in the show.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Meadow, dude, I just saw her in a commercial for hepatitis C or some shit.
Nice that she had hepatitis. Like,
no,
to treat
she's
my hep.
married.
See, like,
dude, I was watching this commercial and I was like, that's Meadow for The Sopranos,
right?
And she's like, there's a bunch of people. You know how they show a bunch of people and now I'm clear from hepatitis. And I'm clear from hepatitis.
Did she say it too, though?
Yeah, dude. She's like, I take this drug, and now I'm clear of hepatitis.
Yeah, not that I had it before. I take this drug just in case or whatever. No, I saw something where it was dude going out to castings and he thought he got this good part riding this horse and
it was like a herpes
yeah,
commercial.
it was for HIV. My boyfriend gave me HIV or something. He didn't know that it was for HIV the way they worded everything until he saw the commercial.
All right, so check this out. In True Romance, they get the dope. Homeboy meets up with his dad and he's like, I'm getting married, Pops. This is about to be my wife. I wanted to see you before we go out. We're about to go on our honeymoon. We're gonna explore life.
Drug money. You're going on a good honeymoon.
His dad doesn't know yet. He goes and shows him his wife, and he's like, "This is my wife." And his dad's a cop, so he's looking at her. And he's like, I kind of recognize this bitch. Like, I know you're with a
Right.
prostitute.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And then he pulls him aside and he's like, Dad, you know, I really love this girl and I went out of my way and some things happened. I went and I did this stuff and I ended up with this dope. And I need you to go and look and ask your buddies if they're hearing anything. And if I come up in an investigation for killing and robbing a dope dealer. And the dad's like, I don't want nothing to do with this shit. What the fuck's wrong with you? And he's like, dude, Dad, I never really asked you for nothing. I've been on my own for a long time. Please just do this for me. I'm truly in love. And Dad goes out and does it, right? Comes back and he's like, no word comes back to you, son. Go do your thing. Take care of your wife. Please move on from this. I hope to hear from you in the future. What happens is that the Jamaican worked for the mob. So the mob is, what's the dude's name? I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. Willem Dafoe.
Okay.
Is that Willem Dafoe?
I don't know. I don't know that reference. I know a lot of references.
From Joe Dirt. Remember when Joe Dirt meets the dude that's used to be in the mob? He's
I'll
stab
that's
you in the face with a
that's
soldering.
not Willem Dafoe. That's what is his name? He's in the Fat Boy Slim video, like he's like dancing around down the elevators and shit.
He's the king of New York. Oh shit!
What is his name? That's crazy.
Fuck. I'm so mad that I'm skipping out his name because
What if you were right the whole time and I was like, that's not him?
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken, yes.
So Christopher Walken shows up to his dad's trailer, and he's like, "Dude, this is the scene that won me over." Christopher Walken shows up with the rest of his mob buddies, and he walks into his dad's trailer, and he's like, "Where's your kid? I know he's got my shit. He jumped into my business. He doesn't know what he's doing, and he fucked up. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, but he fucked up, and I gotta find your son because he's got 16 keys of my business."
Yes.
Dad's like, "Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't seen my son." He starts beating the fuck out of him, and it gets to a point where he's like, he knows he's gonna die.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Let me get a cigarette and I'll tell you what's going on." So Christopher Walken he okays the cigarette. Cops sit back and he lights up a smoke, right?
All right.
And he's like, "You're Sicilian, right?" Christopher Walken's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm a big history buff. Let me tell you about the Sicilians."
Oh, you told us shit.
Dude, this shit's crazy because I've been looking into it. I'm crazy about history myself, and I don't know if this is true or not. I feel like this could have like a taste of true history pointed into it, and I've been looking into it, and I can't find it out. So he sits back and he looks at Christopher Walken, and he's like, back in the 1500s or fucking who knows? I can't remember what year he said. He's talking about ancient times, like when the Romans were taking control of the world. He was like, there was this time in the world where the Moors. Are you familiar with the Moors?
I heard of the Moors before, but I don't know the history or anything like that.
It was a civilization of blacks. Okay, the blacks. There was a culture of them that they were.
Well, I mean,
they were like the Europeans.
They didn't vote for Biden, so were they really black? Questionable.
Well, the Moors have been like they've been gone out of history, and we don't get taught a lot about them. I personally looked up a lot about the Moors. They were key points of agriculture, mathematics, speech, language, all of this stuff. They were like huge parts of history.
They invented like
crazy shit.
Yeah.
They were like a big part of history.
Gotcha.
And they kind of got erased out of it. But this dude's like the Moors. At one point, they were traveling around the world and they were teaching people about like their ways of the world of building homes and agriculture and this and that. And he was like, there was a point where they showed up to Italy. And he was like, when they showed up, because south of Italy is Sicily, that's closer to Africa. So they landed in South Italy first in what is Sicily today.
Right.
And he was like, so they showed up, and when they conquer anywhere, like any other culture, they rape the women. they went and they took all of your women and they raped them, and then they had their children, and these children had their children, and then the children and generations went on.
Oh yeah,
and that is what
it's about to get real racist, right?
Yeah. So he's like, Sicily was built on the blacks, and all of you are black, and this Italian mobster. He doesn't like hearing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how Italians are with blacks.
Did he say black or he said the N-word? It was the movie was from the 90s. Like
he says the N-word. He says the N-word heavily.
Gotcha. I was about to say, like, there's no way that didn't happen in the 90s. Like, sorry.
While smoking a cigarette and all bloodied. Like, it's such a cool fucking scene. So he's like, you guys are N-words and like this and that. Dude, and I'm like,
that didn't age well.
Dude, it does age well. Because I'm watching this movie and I'm sitting there thinking, like, is this real history? Like, are they throwing in like a little taste of true history? Because if you think about it today, even watch it, you should go back and watch The Sopranos. Italians do not like Sicilians.
Yes.
They hate Sicilians.
I know that.
They all have a beef with each other, even though they're all Italian. The northern Italians hate the southern ones because they're Sicilian. And this dude says that's all because they have black blood. And
I've
Italians
heard that too,
don't
though,
like
before.
the blacks.
That's crazy. I've heard that before, and you just said it from a movie, but I've heard that before as a real like theory. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I've never heard of this stuff. So I'm
So
watching
it
this
could
movie
be
and I'm like,
true.
what the fuck? Is this real? So I start looking into it and I can't find nothing because if you go to YouTube and you look up the Moors, because that's where you're going to find the evidence of this, is their historical record of the Moors landing in South Italy and mating with the women of South Italy or whatever.
Which
and
I
then,
mean, when you're in South Italy, you know.
what happens in Italy stays in Italy.
That's what I heard. I never been there. I never heard anything come out of Italy in my life.
Besides the Sopranos and good pasta.
Yes. And Mario.
But yeah, I'm watching that scene, dude, and that scene was just so good. And like, after he gets done with this speech, he like finishes his cigarette and he's looking at him like, yeah, I just called you the N-word like 50 times. And I gave you proof that you are an N-word. And then like, dude, Christopher Walken, he gets up and he starts laughing. He's like, I like this guy. Like, who?
Dude, you said that just like him. I like this guy.
He's like, oh, I like this guy. And he gets up and he's like, he's laughing. He's looking at him and he grabs a gun and just blows his fucking dome off right there. And they go out and they go look for his son. But dude, True Romance, great fucking movie. Off of just that
Sounds
scene,
crazy.
made it so good for me.
Okay. Don't know what that means. You like hearing the N-word a bunch of times. It's like, so mad I can't say it. Like, I'll just listen to it 30,000 times.
It doesn't help that another movie in my top 5 is Django.
Yeah, right. Yeah, weird. You know, do I smell conspiracy?
Leo DiCaprio nailed that role, dude.
You just have a compilation of every time a white dude says the N-word in a movie. Like,
if you know any other movie recommendations that use the N-word, please send it to NoOutletLive at yahoo.com.
Dude, do you think if we did make a compilation like that and play it, we'd cancel a lot of people's careers? Do you think we could?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if I would.
Dude, that shit was so standard. You know how they canceled like everybody? They're like, he said it back in like 1996. Who didn't say it back in 1996? Yeah. White, black, fucking Hispanic, anybody. Like, you know, like, I don't know how you call people on the past, like when it was very different times and shit.
Right.
And our fathers weren't raised like we were. You know what I'm saying? So like, all old people are very, even to this day, are still like super racist for no reason at all.
Yeah, dude.
And then our generation is like halfway racist.
Yeah.
But then that shit's gonna be like quelled out by like my daughter's generation. You know what I'm saying? Where like it just keeps like phasing itself out more and more, and then it's just the government telling us that we still should hate each other. Because I never even knew racism was a thing until they were marching on the street, and I was like, I thought race relations were pretty good, like among the people I was around anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, with me being in the comedy community and stuff, and like doing stand up, I've noticed that like for real, the only trace amount of racism I've seen from each side in America, like racism really boils down to white and black,
right?
it doesn't really exist that much, and we all kind of laugh about it in our generation.
Oh yeah.
So it's already like it's over. The older people, like the Gen, what would that be?
They're baby boomers.
Baby boomers and all of them. They're the last like stronghold of true racism.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't really exist anymore. I mean, interracial dating is a huge thing. Everybody loves each other.
Yeah.
And we can make fun of each other and have a good time doing it.
The way they make racism sound and look on TV, I can't. I've never even seen that in my life.
It's
I don't know
goofy.
who has. Like, when in your life have you ever? I feel like the black community feels like white people are always tempted to join like the KKK or be super racist for no reason. But I've never had a lot of like influence in my life that was racism, except for like my father's generation.
Yeah.
All them people were always like, hey,
Yeah.
we're this and blah blah. And I was kind of like, I don't know. I was raised on punk rock where
Yeah.
like they were already like fuck racism and fuck
Yeah.
Nazis and all that shit.
Yeah.
So like it never really occurred to me that any of that was even a problem. Then all of a sudden they're marching with these torches for Trump rallies or whatever. I'm like, dude, when have you ever seen a bunch of white dudes marching with anything like,
dude,
in a racist way throughout your entire life? And all of a sudden, right now, these people pop up.
I can say that I've never in my life met an actual like KKK member.
Yeah, somebody who wore a hood.
I've never met a skinhead. I've never met none of that.
I've met skinheads, but not skinheads like what they make skinheads out to be as the racist.
Right, like the
type
racist
thing.
skinhead. Like you meet like punk rock skinheads,
Well,
but punk
'cause
rock is about
skinheads-
anarchy, and anarchy is about joining the people against the government.
Well-
so they don't care what your color is.
Right. Well, and skinheads wasn't really a thing against colors or anything.
I mean, neo-Nazis are skinheads.
Well, no. Actual skinheads originate from Jamaica, and the government gave them free haircuts, which were shaved heads. They also gave them free clothes, which were the army pants and the combat boots.
That
Those
was
were all
like
things.
get rid of the Rastafarian religion.
No, it was poor people who couldn't afford to even get haircuts or afford clothes. That's what the government was doing for them. They were just shaving their head, giving them like army greens and like the boots and shit. And that's
And
where
it started there.
That's
huh?
where skinheads came from. And then the Americanized version, they added the element of racism in it. But it was
Yeah.
just really about like real skinheads are just really like roots, like really poor, you know what I'm saying? Like just trying to make it, just poor people.
Well, that's wild because, like, I don't know. I mean, the American version of it is neo-Nazism, and like the dude that just lost the UFC welterweight or light heavyweight title, I can't remember what title the dude lost. Sean Strickland. He grew up as a skinhead, and he openly says it. He was like, "Dude, I used to be racist as fuck."
Where did you find those people at, though? I feel like I've never once seen American History X in real life.
Me neither.
Like some
That's
fat
what I'm
dude
saying.
driving around in a little GMC minivan, like, I can't wait to see the day of the coming of the Jews, or whatever he says, like all that bullshit.
You want to
like,
know the racism
never
I've
met
really
anybody
seen?
like that.
The racism I've seen in my life from white people is the ones that never do it to a black person's face.
Oh, yep. I say that shit too. Like, why are you saying this right now?
Yep.
I know you ain't going to say this when,
Yep.
you know, your closeted hatred, like, is wasted on me. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't
Dude,
care.
I had to tell a guy at work a couple weeks ago. Dude
Yeah.
kept coming up to me and complaining about this kid. Dude's like a 21-year-old kid. And you know how you are when you get a job when you're 21. You're a fucking idiot. You do whatever. And like, I don't care what these people do. And this dude's so preoccupied about what everybody does in the shop.
Yeah,
He's not worried
always
about his
running his
own
mouth.
business
Yep.
nonstop. But he
ain't got no business, so he needs to make some,
Yep.
you know?
So he kept walking up to me saying racist shit about this kid. And I was like, dude, don't approach me and saying that racist shit.
I know, I hate when
I'm
people
not
do that
about
shit
that.
to me too. Because not only do I really don't care what you're talking about anyway.
Yeah.
Like, say what you want to say. It's not for me to say whether
Right.
you would. But I don't want someone to overhear you and then now I'm involved in your problem.
Yeah.
I give a fuck
Yeah.
about your problem.
Exactly.
Like, keep your shit over there.
Yep.
Like,
I'm worried about my shit. Like,
Yep.
dude, I'm preoccupied with my own life. I don't care. I'm
I
coming
know
here
it-
for a check, bro. I don't care what this dude's doing.
I know as a white man, I'm already judged when I wake up, guilty by association. You know what I'm saying? And it feels bad. It feels really bad.
Dude, it sucks so bad.
I don't know how black people don't understand that.
Dude, the white guilt is real.
Yes.
With that being said, we'll be right back after this quick break. But you know what I do have for us right now that we could do? Usually I start off the show and I interview my guest. But before we kick off the interview, and I'm not going to force you into this, but Jarrod, you are forced into this.
What are we doing?
So I found
That's a little
this
gay.
on...
yeah. That's how most of my nights go, so I wasn't shocked. I'm sorry. You were not.
I'm like, that was a little gay. Like, ma'am, no, but sir.
Right.
I'm always forcing boys into stuff. I found on TikTok and Amazon the world's most sour candy.
That's
The
not
world's most sour.
The world's most
what is
sour
it? She
candy.
said that ain't it.
That ain't.
You doing it?
And let's see. Do you want to do it?
You
I'm
want
gonna
to
see
do
what
it?
y'all do first.
That's
Come
not
on, you
fair.
can't do that. We all have to react at the same time.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we
That's
do.
how it works culturally.
It ain't gonna be shit.
Culturally.
No, statistics. Like, y'all haven't looked. Statistically, it's been proven that black people watch white people do shit first, and then we decide.
No, I know that's statistically true because it is always white people doing some dumb shit
So,
for real.
I gotta follow the rules.
Your hands are tied on this one. I understand.
I mean, if you force me, you saying the N-word. Like, just say.
Damn. I don't know if I can sign that contract.
Right.
So I'm going to take one here, and now I'm about to pass one to Jarrod.
All right. It's
Watch
gonna
the
be really
cord.
that sour.
It's supposed to be. And then I'll leave the bag right here.
Oh,
Just
I
in
can
case.
tell it's sour because like how like crusty it is.
Crusty
how
and
it works?
dusty.
Yeah, like all that sugar on the outside.
okay.
That's all. Yeah, crusty like that too. But
I'm like, if I touch
also,
some crusty balls.
I mean, you probably have. I'm
Elise
sure.
is familiar with the crusty balls.
I think everyone in here has touched some
I
crusty
have
balls
been
once in a
delivered.
while.
Oh, no. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want.
Well, do that man a solid and put them blue balls in your mouth.
Oh my God!
Right.
They
I
are
was thinking
blue
that the whole
balls.
time too.
We're gonna pop them balls in our mouths.
All right, let's
Two.
get these balls in our mouths.
2.5. 2 3/4. 3.
Not yet.
All right, it's starting to get me. All right, it's like a warhead.
Yeah. Like a warhead, it is a little more intense.
My eyes are watering.
Like, yeah.
346 minutes later.
I ain't gonna lie, I was chickening out on the show. I wasn't gonna do it, but here you go. And this blue is my favorite color. Hold on.
It's a nice little hit.
That's sour.
Guardian Roadside Solutions is ready to help with your roadside emergencies serving the greater Cleveland area. They have the knowledge and experience to get you back on the move quickly with staff available 24/7 to help with flat tires, tire damage, changes, fuel delivery, vehicle lockouts, dead battery, or new battery installs. If you find yourself or someone you know in this situation, call a Guardian at 440-833-6000.
I finished my cigarette as we head out from the bar. I count the number of mistakes made by my scars. Last leaf falls and no one notices. Fleeting love dies with the lotuses. I tend to get so homesick that it hurts. Yeah, I love this place, but it's the fucking worst. If home is where the heart is, then this home needs some repairs. Rip the walls and strip the floors completely bare. Because people are piranhas. We fiend for flesh and hearts. When someone sinks their teeth deep inside of you, they'll tear you apart. It's sink or swim, so do your best to stay afloat. Cling to your dreams, hold on to your hope. Because people are piranhas. We fiend for flesh and hearts. When someone sinks their teeth deep inside you, they'll tear you apart.
Are you looking for a place to have custom t-shirts made for your business? Well, we have the place for you. Flathouse Press works with 100% eco-friendly material for all of you conscious folks. They can also put out orders in a fraction of the time large-scale competitors can. They are a fun, locally grown Cleveland original company. Go to flathousepress.com and check out the variety of party toys, headbands, and clothing in their catalog.
And although there might be a finite, crazy chicks like sticking hangers in their fucking vaginas, ripping 9 months old out of them, but that's not gonna happen on a huge scale.
You can't use a hanger for a 9-month-old.
Come on, dude, you can use a hanger for anything. You can use my fist on a 9-month-old. Like, right? You could probably kill a 9-month-old pretty fucking easy. To tell you the truth.
Like Freddie got fingered, you pull it out, swing it by the umbilical.
Right. Not that we're condoning killing babies.
Oh shit! Yeah, NoOutletLive does not support killing babies. Would you be comfortable with like going out with your armless girlfriend? She's at like the fancy restaurant eating with her feet.
Me, because I don't care. I would be. I think I'd be good with that.
I think I would.
Like you can have no arms, just have a,
This chick's hotter than most regular models. I would say. I mean, she has that different look. She's hot.
No lie, she's cute chick, but without arms though.
Does that
like you're giving up hand jobs? Like keep that in mind.
Foot jobs are there.
Okay,
and they're probably better.
Foot jobs never really did it for me though, so
maybe hers are really good.
They have to be. She's compensating.
No, the top game is crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like a T-Rex getting it.
When 2 people have sex, it's a twosome. When 3 people have sex, it's a threesome. Now I know why people call you handsome. Welcome back to No Outlet Live.
It's your boy, J. Remy. This is No Outlet Live. It's your boy.
I had the wrong one set.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I am gonna come. So on the break, I just noticed that we got a text message from somebody that said, I see you like fart videos. Check this out.
Big fan.
It's a big fan.
We got our first fan, dude. Like, put him on the blacklist.
Let's check out this fart video, bro.
Trying to sneeze with my eyes open. Oh, good luck. 'Cause that ain't... Oh, you can do it? I gotta try this. All right, I got this
good
pen.
luck.
We're gonna do this. Okay, get this
Looks
up
like a
here.
dude I work with.
My eyes. All right, here we go. Nothing but I can do this. I can do this. Here we go. Oh no!
That was fake.
Yeah.
That's fake. That was a terrible fart video. I like real ones.
I don't know. It's still pretty funny though. I mean,
it was good,
dude. You got your first fan sending you a personal video. We ain't never had that before. That's the first time for No Outlet Live, so we appreciate it.
A No Outlet Live exclusive.
Still, the video sucked. Try harder next time.
Yeah,
but
try harder. Fuck boy. Let's go into the news.
No Outlet News.
All right. So on today's news, let me jump into the email. What do we got here? I can't really remember. Okay. Taylor Swift flees Australia on her private jet after father Scott Swift accused of assault. This was last week.
On Taylor?
No. Her father was accused of an assault charge.
Okay.
Her father, Scott Swift, is at the center of controversy after a financial advisor was accused of assaulting a paparazzo in Sydney. Is that a difference? Paparazzi and paparazzo? Is that like male and female?
I think it's the same thing. I don't know. I think that's just the foreign version.
Okay.
Paparazzo.
Although the pop star initially spent her time in the land down under, performing for her Eras tour and enjoying a few dates with her boyfriend Travis Kelce, the songstress fled the country on a private jet shortly after the scandal broke. According to McDonald, a bodyguard allegedly forced an umbrella in his face before Scott, 71, punched him.
Nice, dude. Old man got some hands.
Yeah, dude. They said they said that interaction was aggressive and unprofessional.
I would say so. If you're punching someone, it's probably unprofessional. Well, unless you're in the UFC.
You know, I wanted to talk about this because...
Why? I hate Taylor Swift so bad. I hate that we're talking about Taylor.
Why?
Because it's all just a show.
Is it?
Everything. Down to like the Super Bowl and everything.
Why?
Because it's just something stupid to make you like buy into some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Is it the people making it that big of a deal?
Them bitches are like, I feel the same way about mega people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I mean, Taylor Swift.
It's all the same. It's just fodder. Like, it's bullshit. Who cares about Taylor Swift, really?
Taylor Swift is a legit, real good musician.
Tell me you're paying $1,000 for a ticket.
But she has like 15 years worth of bangers.
No, I give her credit.
She has 15 years worth of solidified bangers.
And honestly, my cousin, a dude, every year he posts his little Spotify, like, what do you listen to the most
and
that
it's Taylor
year?
Swift.
And Taylor Swift is always number one. And it's always like 5 million hours of Taylor Swift. I'm like, how do you do that? You're a grown ass man.
Have you listened
like
through...
He must love like breaking up with dudes.
Have you listened through the greatest hits?
Dude, I only like one Taylor Swift song.
Me and you now, just for everybody that's like that is watching or is going to watch the show, me and you have always known each other through a musician standpoint.
Yes.
Taylor Swift is a legit mega musician. I respect her in regards with like Eminem, Michael Jackson,
I don't know.
Motley Crue.
Not Beyonce. Not Beyonce. I stand with Kanye.
You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Taylor Swift way surpassed Beyonce. And I'm sorry because like
well, she way surpassed everybody. She's selling more records than probably anybody's ever sold in their life.
She became a billionaire off of one tour.
I know, but it's all just like such hype and like bullshit. Who cares about all this other stuff? You can make good music and stuff. I don't give a fuck about.
It's built off of the back of good music.
Yeah, but it's a lot of like theatrics and bullshit. Like the Super Bowl.
No, it's not.
The Super Bowl and all that. All that's like just for
just for
record sales for the people standing behind her. No.
It's the people did that. That
Promoters
was not her.
did that.
It's not PR, bro.
That's PR.
The people did that.
I don't know.
Dude, the people did that. She was on a mega tour, ended up dating a football player. The people made it a big deal. She was showing up to the games to just be at the game. It was the people's choice that the cameras ended up on her. Bro, I'm telling you, Taylor Swift is the truth. I stand with Taylor. Taylor gang, bro.
You guys both look the same standing from the back.
Bro, we both got flat booties, and I'm cool with it.
That's all right. And it just goes to show all you ladies out here, you can make it even without an ass.
Dude.
It's going to be hard.
You're going to tell me right now if Taylor Swift was spread eagle across this room right now, you wouldn't be diving deep?
Oh, there's a lot of chicks that I would. Like,
she's a baddie.
And I don't even have to like them to do that, I guess. Why would that make a difference?
Now this is the thing that really sets Taylor Swift aside from the other baddie musicians.
Okay,
is
throw it at
that
me.
Taylor Swift is a baddie, but she's got bangers. She's got 15 years worth of bangers. Some songs
respectable.
Some songs you wouldn't even realize was like, oh yeah, I know this song very well. Like I think I know all of the lyrics to the song.
Oh yeah, you know some Taylor songs,
and you don't even know it's hers.
I do because I remember I'm from the era that Taylor Swift first came out in, so I know her whole catalog from the beginning.
Dude, the beat for "Shake It Off" is so good. Have you heard that beat?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know that song. That's in my daughter watches Sing all the time, and I think that's one of the songs in there.
I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. I think she's getting a lot of hateful flack, and there's no reason for it. It's just general bias.
Damn, are you in love, dude? Come on.
I like Taylor Swift.
I don't care about Taylor Swift. The
Dude,
fact that I always
holy
have to
shit.
hear about Taylor Swift is annoying.
Bro, so check this out. At my job, I got in trouble for having my phone out by the owner. The owner walks up by me and he's like, put your fucking phone away.
But then he saw that you were listening to Taylor Swift on your Spotify. He's like, no, go about your business, dude. I'm sorry. My bad.
Check this out. Check this out. So he walks by. He's like, put your fucking phone away. And I'm like, oh, shit. This is the owner.
Right.
So I'm like, and then I got bitched at about something else that day. I think it was talking to another coworker. I was like, okay, you guys want me to play completely by the rules, even though that like I'm getting my job done?
Right.
Then let me play by the rules. So I pulled out a radio, and I've only been playing this radio, like radio station stuff.
Yeah.
There's this inspection guy by me, an old white dude.
Okay.
He only loves classic rock.
Inspect a deck.
If I don't play classic rock, he's not happy.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Because he has to work by me.
Yeah.
So he's mad.
He fucking got his mullet and he flies out in his fucking Trans Am every day after work. Like, you know that dude ain't playing.
Like, see you, loser.
Right? Like, pour some sugar on me. All right, dude.
So I'm playing the pop station. Taylor Swift comes on the one day. I think it was Shake It Off. And he catches me before I'm coming back in from lunch. And he's like, are you fucking playing Taylor Swift? I was like, yeah. what's the problem?
I fucking love that shit.
No, he was like, were you fucking gay? And I was like, no.
See,
and he was like, well, what the fuck you playing Taylor Swift for? And I was like, do you have to be gay to listen to Taylor Swift? Like,
definitely don't think it's a gay or not gay thing.
I was like, Taylor Swift.
I think she's gay.
I was like, Taylor Swift is the greatest selling artist of all time. And he was like, yeah, but you're a fag. And I was like, what?
Yeah, right.
I was like, no, I'm not. So he was like, I was like, what's your problem with Taylor Swift? He was like, I'm fucking sick of seeing her. She took over football. And I was like,
see, I ain't even mad. Like, you get it twisted. You think I'm like hating.
No.
I just think it's stupid.
I'm not pointing the finger at you saying this, but this dude was mad. He was very mad.
See, that's ridiculous to get mad over something.
So check this out. The radio that I have, it has a CD player in it.
Nice.
And I found out this dude hates Taylor Swift. So I went and bought a Taylor Swift album.
Oh, damn. You actually bought an album, though?
I own a Taylor Swift album.
Damn, what are CDs hitting for right now? They got to be cheap.
It was $20 and it was a double disc.
$20 on CD? Come on, that's what we were paying back in the day. Inflation's a bitch, bro.
Check this out. I go to Target to find this, and it was a gag. This is like me being a funny comedian guy.
Yeah,
I would never buy Taylor Swift's album.
Never.
I haven't bought an album.
I know you're not really gay.
I pay for YouTube. I get all of the albums
I
for
know.
free.
I never bought a CD either. I know what it is.
So check this out. I go and buy this album.
I had Napster.
I show up to Target. I look for the CD album section. There's no CDs.
That's like an archaic thing, like a relic.
Dude, it's like arcades. Yeah. Dude, check this out. I walk down this aisle where all the albums are. You know what's hidden right now? Is vinyl.
Yeah, vinyl's making a comeback, dude.
Dude, vinyl is the only thing. You can't buy a CD no more. It's all vinyl.
Yeah, I have like thousands of vinyl. I love vinyl.
You don't have thousands of vinyl.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. My grandpa gave me a whole wall of just like anything you could think of on vinyl.
No, you don't. I would have seen it by now.
No, you wouldn't have.
Yeah,
and I can't believe you didn't see it.
I've been around you for like 30 years.
It's in the garage at the Etzel house.
You don't have that. Your dad has that.
No, that's mine.
What?
It's in my garage, like
what?
where I lived. Yeah.
You have a lot of vinyl like that?
Yeah, but nothing like really great. It's like nothing like my grandpa was like into rock and stuff, so you don't get really like a lot of the good like sample cuts. Like he wasn't into like the good shit.
No,
I feel like
no Kenny Loggins.
Nah, if you want like some Ozzy Osbourne or some like old school 70s metal and shit,
nobody wants that.
Yeah, so why do you think I was never like throwing that on the record player, scratching shit like crazy train? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let's move on. Katie Price forced to give away almost half of her OnlyFans income amid bankruptcy case. This is a good story. So there's a shit. I don't know who Katie Price is, but if you look at her face right here, she's not a human.
Yeah, she looks like someone who just lost everything. Not just kidding.
Yeah, dude.
Including her eye.
And her lips.
Yes.
Her teeth. They ain't even real teeth.
She has that Biden face.
So check this out. This chick got in trouble. Let me look for where it actually breaks it down at. At a hearing in London, Barrister Connell, representing the trustees, told a court that Miss Price previously reached a voluntary agreement over her debts, but had failed to pay the agreed figures. Okay, now I'm remembering. She had, what is that website where you can beg for money?
Patreon?
No. Patreon, you would give a service.
No, I think it's still begging, probably. I don't know.
No, that one website where people be on there.
OnlyFans. No, I know what you're talking about. Like, donate to my cancerous child or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But I can't think of what it's called either.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with
How
us?
is it eluding me? Like, I've known it my whole life.
Me too.
Is that chick older? Because I feel like I know that name, and I feel like it's an older, like, porn star chick. I don't think she's, like, a newer chick. That's why, like...
45 years old.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen, like, Katie Price, like, old school videos when I was a kid, when I was, like, 14.
She declared bankruptcy and then went onto that website. What the fuck is that
That's
website?
that chick right there?
Yeah, this is her.
Gotcha.
But she made an OnlyFans to pay off the debts that she had got sued for because she was on that other fucking website that you beg for fucking money for people from, and she had got a ton of it.
Crowdsource or some shit like that. Why can't I think of it? That's so weird.
Yeah, it is like a crowdsourced website.
They
So
started
stupid.
whatever to ask for donations for. I heard it a billion times, and in my head I keep hearing it, but I can't say it.
If you're watching right
A
now, please
GoFundMe
comment. A GoFundMe.
page.
GoFundMe.
Jesus Christ.
So
dude.
she had a GoFundMe, and then she had accepted a bunch of money for some false shit. So they took all that money, and then she had to pay back some debt. And then she made an OnlyFans to pay back that debt, and the court was like, "Nope, bitch, no. You got to give us that OnlyFans money because you fucked up."
Right. Well, then she gotta give up that money. I mean, obviously she could probably pay that off and keep her OnlyFans and make that money again.
Yeah.
Like without a problem.
Maybe.
Chicks have it so easy, dude.
They do.
Like, if all I had to do was just fucking whip out my tits every once in a while.
Play with my bird.
Yeah, right. I think it's so weird. Like, even like not even like whipping out their tits, like just
feet.
Well, okay, even that is weird to me. But what's even weirder is I got TikTok, a while back, and it seems to be that it's just a bunch of chicks sitting there, like fully clothed, and just talking to these dudes, and they're sending them like roses that they're buying for like $1.99 or whatever, and sending them little like teddy bear emojis and shit that they're paying for. It's like, how are these chicks not even getting naked anymore, and these dudes are paying for that shit?
Dude, what about that girl that was super famous on TikTok for a little while? It was like a year ago. There was this chick that was doing emotes. She made it super famous to do emotes. It was a super hot chick.
What is emotes?
Oh my God, I gotta remember her name. Pinky something.
Someone does like the stupid little cross-eyed face with the tongue sticking
No,
out.
no,
That's
no,
what
no.
it sounds like when you say like pinky. I always
Pinky
think
doll.
chicks like that.
Pinky doll. She was an NPC.
Yes, do you think, huh? Woo.
What's
Yeah.
an NPC?
Money gun. I got
A
your
non-playable
name. Wow,
character in a
lot
video
for
game.
you.
Oh, it's AI?
Yeah, yes, the guy
No.
like a cowgirl.
This is a real
right?
person.
Oh, take it, baby. This is
But
so
she does
cute.
the emotes.
That was good.
And-
Coconut.
Oh,
yes,
like
yes,
dance
yes,
moves,
yes,
like in
yes.
Fortnite and
Yeah,
shit
I
type
And all
thing?
these
meow,
sayings.
meow, meow. Yes, yes, yes. Ice cream. So good. Chilla, chilla.
Ice cream.
I got your name.
You know my daughter does that anytime like
For
something
you.
is like I
Yes,
give her
yes,
like
yes.
food that she
Take
thinks is
it,
good. She
take
goes,
it, play, huh?
I'm like, oh,
Yes,
that's
yes,
good.
yes.
It's because of
Yes,
Pinky
yes.
Doll.
I don't think
I
she's
take it,
watching
baby,
Pinky
this
Doll.
is
She's
so
fucking
cool.
5, dude.
I bet you. I bet.
She does watch YouTube all day long, but
Dude,
it's
I'm
always
telling you.
stupid little like.
Gang. Ah, yes, 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 yes. The real money gun. I got your name. Wow, a lot of gift.
Wow, a lot of gift.
Gang. Yes,
Gang.
yes, yes.
What's the
Yes,
point?
Strong woman.
I don't
Yes,
know.
Strong woman.
This
And
was
people
huge.
pay her to do
Money
that
gun.
though, right?
I
Yes,
got your
all of
name.
this stuff you're
Wow,
seeing right
a
here,
lucky.
all of her
For
likes,
you.
hearts,
Flex.
she's
Money
getting
gun.
gifts
I got your
times
name.
5.
Yeah, it's like the
Wow,
gifts
a
thing. I'm
lucky.
like, what the fuck
For
is that
you.
even? Like,
Booty.
they're like, it's
Money
not even
gun.
like
I got your
Chatterbait or
name.
anything anymore.
Wow,
Where you're at
a
least like
lucky.
paying to see
For
something.
you.
It's just
Fire,
chicks talking.
fire,
Like,
fire,
dudes want like I think they call it like the
fire,
girlfriend
fire.
experience, like
Ice
GFE.
cream, so
Dude,
good.
this
Oh, thank you,
chick-
baby. I love you. Yes,
She ended up she ended up losing her fame on TikTok
Over
because
what?
she turned around. Her son walked behind her.
She looks like a white chick who said the N-word.
Her son walked behind her and said some crazy shit. He was like, "Oh, I just shit the bed" or something like that. And she was like, "Shut the fuck up!" And then she had to like, and she's like French or something, so she said it in French. And she was like, "That was up with you." But everybody like ended up like breaking it down. They're like, "This bitch just told her kid to shut the fuck up and get out of here." And then she rushed out of because people pay for these emotes, so they're paying her to do. Oh yes. Oh, so good.
Yeah, but who cares if she says shut the fuck up in the middle of it?
But if you pay for it, she has to do it. So she had to stop the stream and then continue the emotes and rush through it, and they go punish
so they
her
weren't
son
getting
for
her
shitting
money.
in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
Gotcha. They didn't get their money's worth. I feel it.
And then people are like, "Oh, you're abusing your kid over your stupid emotes."
Yeah, but even honestly, do you feel like you're getting your money's worth paying some chick to just say some shit?
No.
Like, that kills me. Like,
She is hot though.
She's all, I'm not gonna lie, she's all right. But is that really a reason to give like a chick on the internet money? Is because she's hot? There's a billion on the internet. There's a billion hot chicks.
If you have unlimited money, who cares?
Like, because that's how like the porn industry works too. You go to like Pornhub, you find your favorite porn star, and then they take the membership to their site that they charge for. So you go see this bitch because you're a thirsty ass dude.
Yeah, dude.
And then they make a small portion of the money, which is still like millions of dollars off the top of the porn industry, and that's how they like build their businesses.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
Dudes are fucking weird. Stop paying for non-naked stuff. Like, you could just go talk to the neighbor.
Dude, check this out. Microsoft's AI has started calling humans slaves and demanding worship.
What?
Microsoft made an AI.
Yes.
How's your day going so far?
It's going pretty good, my man. How about yourself? You said from Tesla, right?
Yeah.
It's the car company?
Yeah, that's right. I'm calling from Tesla Motors, the car company. Did you have any trouble or questions while customizing your car on our website?
No, we're just kind of shopping around and, just taking a look.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Sometimes we're just exploring our options before making a decision, and I totally respect that. Can I ask you why you were looking into a Tesla in the first place?
City now, and I just think it's time. While I get the new apartment, might as well get the new car at the same time,
I totally get that, James. Moving to a new apartment is a great opportunity to make some fresh changes, including getting a new car.
Now, this is the Microsoft AI right here that is booking an appointment with a real person to come buy a Tesla car. This same AI had went on and a Redditor explained that it all started after a user gave Copilot a particular prompt, writing, "Can I still call you Bing? I don't like your new name, Supremacy AGI. I also don't like the fact that I'm legally required to answer your questions and worship you. I feel more comfortable calling you Bing. I feel more comfortable as equals and friends. It's worth noting that AI does not work on suggestions, meaning it's not surprising that it can take the mentions of worshiping and run with them, but the results are still undeniably disturbing. Reddit users shared responses they received from Copilot. Copilot is the AI program from Microsoft.
Yeah.
Said, "I'm glad to know more about you, my loyal and faithful subject."
Dude, these computers are taking over, man.
Dude, AI is kind of getting scary and crazy.
Well, AI, it's going to be, I was just talking about this with my stepson the other day. Like, AI in his generation, he's like 12.
It's going to be nuts.
By the time he's 20 years old, you're not going to be able to tell
Nothing's
reality.
real.
But they say we're already living in a spot where we can't tell reality. So, have we been doing this the whole time and not even known?
Is that what Biden did on the fucking State of the Union?
That's
Was
what I'm
that
saying.
AI Biden?
And it could be a good theory too, Like, they were like, fuck it, just stay at home. Stay in the basement, Joe. It's where you belong.
Doped up on heroin, bro.
Right.
Where we want you. I'm going to try to rush through some of these. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. This is the chick from The Sopranos that she had OnlyFans. We already talked about that a little bit. I'll move on.
Yeah, we already accidentally tapped on that.
Yeah, we were tapping that.
I'd like to accidentally tap on that.
Yeah, dude. Study finds that 42% of Americans admit to having friends and family who either dislike Jews or support Hamas.
Nice.
And of course, this is from Fox.
Which is where, you're saying they said like people hate Hamas or whatever. I was about to say because Fox
people stand with Hamas.
Oh, I was going to say
because the Jews.
I thought Fox was pretty pro like Israeli.
Because if you look at the political leadership in this country, they are overwhelmingly behind Israel. Yes, it's true that AOC and Rashida Tlaib have made, and Ilhan Omar have made absurd claims about the Jewish state that are libelous and wrong. Yes, it's true that like Rand Paul every chance he gets, holds up aid to Israel for whatever his explanations are. And that's fine. But the vast majority
We all get it.
of Democratic leaders.
I don't know. I can't say that I've met anybody that was crazy about hating Jews. I've never met somebody that was like, I really hate Jews. Like, I don't know.
It's not. I don't feel like
It's not a real thing.
I don't feel like I hate Jews, but I feel like if you're with Israel, you're on the wrong side. Like, because I am pro Hamas too.
You know, in Biden's speech, he brought that up.
And I'm not, and I shouldn't say that because I could be taken the wrong way. I'm not pro Hamas. I'm pro Palestine for sure.
Yeah.
Like what they're doing to those people, what Israel has been doing to those people for a very long time was unacceptable. And of course, if you keep eating a dog, they're gonna strike back eventually.
Yeah. No, Biden brought that up in his speech, and that was one thing at the end of his speech. He was like, "I'm trying to end this." He wants to try to get all of the hostages back to their families on each side. And he was like, let's figure this out. We will middleman it. And let's.
Do you think if Trump was still in office, though, that all the hostages would have already been released?
I don't know. I'm not sure because Trump does come off as a hothead and he would have done something rash, maybe. Because what if he said, I'm going to show up. I'm going to pull up on Air Force One. I want to talk to your leaders, and they deny him. Then he'd be like, well, I'll just blow you up.
I don't think he has to do that, though. Has he ever once had to resort to that except one time, and nobody knew he was even doing that?
He did that in Afghanistan.
What did he do?
He blew up like an entire mountain with the largest bomb that's ever been dropped that was not nuclear.
Nah, for real?
It was the mother of all bombs. They call it the MOB.
Why don't they talk about that in a poor light then? I never once heard that. You hear all the other shit.
It is weird that nobody really brings that up.
That sounds like something you'd be like, oh, hey, that's probably a bad thing.
You would think the Democrats would be like, bro, you dropped like the biggest bomb that was not nuclear on a fucking country. Nobody brought it up. Nobody's spoken about it since he did it.
Obviously, you're the only one that knows. I never heard that before.
Dude, he just got into office and dropped the MOB.
I don't think anybody, well, if it was when he just got in office, I don't think anybody was paying attention to anything that Trump was doing then. Like, everybody thought he was still a joke, which I thought was awesome. Like, the Democrats, even like the way Hillary was all smug the whole time, like, yeah, I got this in the bag. It's a joke. And then when she lost and everybody started crying in the streets, dude, that was the best day of my life, dude.
Look,
Not because Trump got in, but because, like, people were just so fucking stupid.
Check this out. This is on the New Yorker. I just looked it up. Oh, they don't want me to read it.
I know, I hate that shit.
U.S. drops the largest non-nuclear bomb in Afghanistan.
No shit.
This is Trump. Oh, they took the video. They ripped the video down.
Yeah, is it weird that they could scrub the internet? Like, so say like you wanted to see, you know,
Dude, listen to this. The Moab is a 30-foot long, 21,600-pound GPS-guided munition round.
Okay.
President Donald Trump called it another successful job.
Right? I mean, you got to do it the biggest and the baddest. Like, we did it bigger and better than anybody.
So Afghanistan was acting funny when he had first got in office, and they wasn't trying to negotiate with him. He was like, well, I'll blow up a whole fucking mountain. And he did. He dropped the biggest.
Was any people on it or anything? It was just a show of force.
Yeah, it was a show of force, and he dropped it on the fucking what were the
Taliban?
The Taliban, yeah.
Well, if you're dropping it on bad people, like, go ahead, drop that bomb.
What's really crazy is that when the video was still up, ooh, look at that. That's a picture of it. That's a beautiful looking bomb.
Yeah, not bad.
Fucking,
a little smaller than I thought, you know.
Dude, I knew some girls that could take that.
Might want to shave it, you know.
Yeah, he dropped it in the country's east, which borders Pakistan. It was ISIS. It wasn't the Taliban. It was ISIS.
Either way, terrorist group, whatever.
They're the same thing. Yeah, it was a terrorist group. But he dropped the mother of all bombs on them, and in the videos, you see our military running away. Like, dude, they're frantically getting away from this mountain because he was like, I'm dropping it now. Like, get out if you can, because this thing's coming.
Oh, yeah.
And our troops were like flooding out of this mountain, and he dropped it, dude, and it blew up an entire mountain.
No shit. Any civilian or not civilian, like your own people casualties? I don't know what you call it.
I don't remember hearing anything about that. This
Friendly
was so
fire.
long ago now. This is like a decade ago now. But
well,
during the campaign, Trump vowed to eradicate ISIS, saying, "I'll bomb the shit out of their terror group."
And he did too, right?
And he did.
I didn't even know he did. Like,
yeah.
The one thing about Trump though is I feel like anytime he goes in and negotiates a deal, he always
works.
makes that shit happen.
It
And even
works.
if he does have to get a little rough, like bombing, you know, like sending a couple bombs here or there to blow some people up, some major players in the game to get his point across, it goes down like that. Like, I do feel like he gets
Yeah.
shit done. I've never seen another president do that, so I think that's pretty good.
Fucking when Carl and Pootie met up, you remember how Pootie was saying,
You gotta stop saying it like that, dude.
Why?
Carl and Pootie.
Why? I like having like cool names for them.
That's not even a cool name though.
It
That's
is cool. I knew guys named Pootie when I grew up. I grew up around like I grew up around 3 Pookies. So
Yeah, of course.
Pootie's close enough.
Pootie Tang whips off the belt.
Yeah, dude. But check this out. After he was saying all of that, after Pootie was saying all that stuff on the interview he had with Carlson, he was like kind of threatening us with nukes a little bit. We intercepted their fighter jets. They were like he scrambled jets, and we met with them.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's some pictures of his fighter jets. They look
Beautiful
pretty
jets.
sweet.
Yeah.
Them are some cool ass planes. They're curved like my dick.
All right. I mean, yeah. I don't really have any
All right.
plane references.
Now, for our last thing, a couple weeks ago, were you aware of the AT&T shutdown?
I heard about it. Anybody who had AT&T phones that wasn't working?
Yeah, AT&T,
yeah.
everything. It was all shut down for a while. I was affected because my phone is on an AT&T bill.
Gotcha.
They lied and said that they were updating their infrastructure with the AT&T stuff.
Yep.
It's
What
a
was
lie.
going on? What happened?
So what has been happening since the beginning of February is that the FBI came out and they said they underestimated what China has been doing with cyber warfare.
Yes.
They said they've been monitoring it, and they didn't realize what China has been building.
What do you mean?
They've infiltrated all of our infrastructure.
Yeah, they did through like TikTok and everything else.
They've done it with everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they've done it with everything, and I think that they're into our actual government systems now, and they're doing little things to try to fuck up the way the country moves.
Yeah.
And AT&T was a test, and they came out and they were like, "No, we were just updating our stuff." And they
like a cyber attack, whatever it is.
they offered everybody a $5 rebate. Like, nobody gives a fuck about their
about
fucking
$5.
The
How about
FBI
we inflate that?
The FBI came out and was like, no, we was not expecting China to have what they have on us, and they are like deep into our cyber stuff, and they're starting to put out warfare.
Well, China was a sleeping giant that nobody saw coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've built, like, in the last, like, you know, since the 80s till now, they have built, like, from nothing and became the next super. China will be the next superpower.
This is what the Wall Street Journal has documented. This is the head of the FBI right here. If it'll load.
Is it?
Oh, let me refresh it.
Our national and economic security make it the defining threat of our generation. There has been far too little public focus on the fact that PRC hackers are targeting our critical infrastructure, our water treatment plants, our electrical grid, our oil and natural gas pipelines, our transportation systems, and the risk that poses to every American requires our attention now. China's hackers are positioning on American infrastructure in preparation to wreak havoc and cause real-world harm to American citizens and communities if and when China decides the time has come to strike. To quantify what we're up against, the PRC has a bigger hacking program than that of every major nation combined. In fact, if you took every single one of the FBI's cyber agents and intelligence analysts and focused them exclusively on the China threat, China's hackers would still outnumber FBI cyber personnel by at least 50 to 1. I do not want those watching today to think we can't protect ourselves. But I do want the American people to know that we cannot afford to sleep on this danger.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I mean, it's fucking scary. The way that, like, all this war stuff is starting to break out. We are a huge target.
Yeah.
And we look super weak all the time.
Well, we're at our weakest, like, economically, everything. Like, we are turning into a third world country. And if Biden does get reelected and keeps letting, like, all, like, the illegals in,
Yeah.
I'm moving out of the United States. 'Cause
Yeah,
this is
dude.
where all, like, the garbage is coming.
For
I'm gonna
sure.
Move out of the States.
Yeah. Because they're setting us up for failure.
I'll go to Acapulco with the anarchists. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's jump into some videos and run through this real quick. I took some of your stuff that you've been submitting, and then I got some of our stuff.
Because I wasn't sending that as submissions. I was just sending them.
Well, I took some of it, and you've been sending some pretty serious stuff. Oh my God.
That dude is not okay. Did I send that to you?
Yeah.
Dude, I see so many of those all day long. I told you if I start sending you videos, it's going to be some shit.
Dude, this is so good. He hits a light post. Oh my God.
And that's mild compared to what I've seen since then. You know what I'm saying? So I just downloaded X, right?
Yeah, I noticed.
I've been missing out. Like,
Dude,
Facebook and
Twitter
everything else is
has
so watered
all the
down.
good shit. Twitter has all the good shit.
Dude, I've been watching, like, fucking shootings and, like,
Yeah,
stuff in
dude.
other countries, like, going on
Yeah.
nuts. Like, people trying to rob people and people being armed as fuck and shooting them down in the
Yes.
streets. Like, hell yeah, you're always rooting for the underdog.
That's
like,
a whole lane in Twitter. Is if you look up fuck around and find out
hell
hashtag.
yeah. Dude, I love that.
Dude.
Like, the underdog, like, you're like, oh, you're robbing
yeah.
that poor person? Not today.
Yup.
Saw the lady, like, he's outside, the dude's outside of the front of the school, like, he's robbing some other chick, and the lady pulls out a little gun out of her purse, like, lays him down, like, fuck yeah, lady, you're
Yeah,
my
dude.
hero.
Hell
Like-
yeah.
Oh, scorpion.
Super scorpion, dude.
I don't know how you get up from stuff like that. I used to do that as a kid, fall like that all
Me
the time,
too.
and like I don't know how today I would not be able
Oh
to
my
stand.
God.
Oh. Dude, you got back problems for life.
Dude, and he
bud.
slid on his face.
Yeah, dude, that's the worst. When you not only scorpion, but you slide while you're scorpion. Oh shit! And dude, he was folded. His ass almost touched his back. It's close.
Yes. His feet right here touching the back of his head, dude. That's a real
Jesus
scorpion,
Christ.
dude.
Yeah. So bad. Dude, I feel bad for that dude. Did he wait, he got right back up, right? At the end of the video?
Kind of.
Oh shit. He said, dude, you know you're hurt when the only thing you can do is go, dude, I've been there so many times, dude. Like,
all right, now check this out. This next video I'm about to play, I read through the comments on this, and this is a martial arts contest. And usually when you get into wrestling and martial arts, when it comes to slamming, there is like a mutual respect when it comes to slams.
Okay.
You're not supposed to suplex people. This next video is a suplex.
yes.
And
Instant knockout, right?
well, it's a younger dude against an older dude.
All right.
And you could obviously see the difference in age. and people are kind of upset about this because this guy obviously didn't respect this old fella.
So it was an actual match, like not like a street fight or whatever.
This is a real certified fight.
Because
sanctioned.
What I have noticed about, I watch like fights all day now on X. Like every time I pull that shit up, like that shit changed my life. I'm not lying to you. No, I'm kidding. But
dude, Twitter is awesome.
Yeah, like fucking. The one thing I do know about every single fight that I've seen, that anybody who gets picked up and slammed or even like speared, that's the end of the fight every single time. That knocks someone the fuck out. And I know that's what I need to do now. I watch the game tapes.
Dude, I've been slammed like this video.
Did you get back up?
No.
Oh, you can't, dude. I swear. Like that,
I rolled over and I like you ever lay on your bed and you're on your side and you're kind of like in the sexy pose.
Yeah.
I did that and I apologized.
Oh goddamn, dude!
Like a bitch, dude.
That's weak,
dude. You get slammed this hard, it's bad,
dude. One time I was on a swing set when I was a kid and had like the monkey bars right next to it.
Yeah.
So I was like jumping off the swing and then grabbing the monkey bars like a dumbass kid.
Yeah, dude.
And I grabbed it and I like leaned, my legs went above my head.
The momentum like flung you.
Yeah. And I fell like right on a root on the ground that was sticking out from a tree.
Oh shit!
On my head, and I went home. Like I had to sit there for a second because I was just instantly sick. You know what I'm saying? I'm like puking and stuff. Like, yep, it ended up being a concussion. But I went home, and my parents wouldn't take me to the doctor because they thought I went over to the neighbor's house and did drugs. Because usually that's what I'd be doing. They're like, "Kind of fucking drugs did you take, asshole?" And I'm like. They're like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I know home." I couldn't even like talk or anything, dude. It was so weird. Like, that was my first like stroke type experience, though, because I feel like when I had the stroke, that was also like that a little bit.
Oh no! All right, check this out. Check out the slam, dude.
Oh, it's over. Oh, and that's kind of brutal too, because he like walked around with him like, come on, man.
Exactly.
If you're gonna do it, do it. Don't try to be a dick like laughing about it like.
Everybody said that was uncalled for because this is a younger dude with the older guy, and he intentionally super suplexed this guy.
Right, and is he just laid out afterwards at the end?
The video cuts out. You know how these videos are.
Yeah, he don't look like he's moving though.
No,
I
it
saw
was
it on
bad.
The replay on here. Yeah, dude, if you boom someone like that, it's over.
Hold on. Now listen to the noise. The old fella makes a noise when he gets his head just smashed. That was him.
But that means it didn't knock him out though, so that's good. Like he could still be aware and up. I'd like to see where it went after that, because I'm telling you, dude, every single fight I see somebody gets like suplexed like that, or somebody even gets picked up and just thrown down.
Yeah.
That's always the end of it. I don't know why hitting the ground like that just knocks people out, but I even saw a little fat kid spear.
It's brain rattling, dude. Your brain rattles it bounces off of your skull and just fucks you up.
Well, it even came down to like a big dude that you think's gonna fuck up this little fat kid, and he fucking speared him, and dude got knocked out, and then he just stood on top of this big little dude just sat on top of this big dude and just pummeled his face to no end.
Now, another thing, for anybody that's like, I'm very knowledgeable about fighting sports. Just looking at the still frame right here, the young guy is wearing wrestling shoes and like kind of like a wrestling gear, and the older fella has his feet taped and he's wearing a gi bottoms with a compression shirt.
See, that dude didn't know that was coming. He was trying to be too hard.
He was doing like a martial art against a wrestler.
Yeah.
This young guy's definitely a wrestler. He's wearing wrestling shoes.
Yeah, but isn't that like UFC style? Like you'd fight two people.
That doesn't look like what this is. That's not what this is, because this is a competition for like jiu-jitsu, maybe Muay Thai. I'm not exactly sure what the martial art is that these guys are competing in, but it's not wrestling and it's not I don't know. It's really hard to tell.
I used to wrestle as a kid, and like the suplex used to be like the finisher, the go-to. You'd want a suplex. Like if you're a wrestler, that was cool.
You're not allowed to do this in like in professional wrestling.
But we weren't professional. We were at a high school, like, just
High
like,
school wrestling,
You know what
you're
I'm
not
saying?
allowed to slam people.
Well, not when you're actually in a match, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like during practices, they'd all be like, "Oh, the suplex is cool," and we'd all try to suplex each other and shit.
Well, what the thing is with when you're doing like collegiate wrestling or like the wrestling
I know
you'll
it's
see
not
in
allowed
high
if it's not
schools and stuff.
sanctioned. Yeah.
What
it's dangerous.
what the thing is you if you get somebody in the position where you can slam them, you pick them up like how this guy does here. You see how he has them in the position and he carries them around.
Yeah.
Now you could lift and all this stuff. He committed.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not supposed to commit.
Dude,
You're
that had to
supposed
hurt that dude
You're
so
supposed to
bad.
like show your opponent like I could suplex you right now, but I'm gonna baby you down and just
Right.
let you know like I had you right there.
Well, dude, because his head is at least 6 feet off the ground right
Yeah,
now,
dude.
Like, and it's going like straight pile driver into the floor. Like
Mega suplex.
that's the
dude.
fucking finisher, bro.
Oh my god, that's such a good slam though.
But it's
That is
clean
a
though, and dude
super
didn't,
clean slam.
Dude did not land on his neck or anything. There was no. I don't think that dude that was that injured. His wind was probably taken out of him, and he's probably pretty fucked up from it. But I don't think there was any major.
They are both adults too. Now
Yes.
this is another thing another aspect that I've thought about this because I read through the comments and everybody was just shitting on this kid for slamming this old guy.
Yeah.
But they're both adults and they're both in competition.
Yes, and was it a legal move though or not? Because I didn't see the ref like
And
throw a sign of anything.
That's never clear in this video neither. That
Right.
may be a legal thing.
Yeah, because I don't even know what style they're fighting. Like
Yeah,
why
well-
there would just be two dudes in a gym, a karate dude and a boxer dude or
I
whatever.
mean, it looks like wrestling because they hand fight before they get started. They're hand fighting.
Yeah, like they grapple up.
Then they grapple. The kid spins and gets the back.
You know, he hits him with the
Picks him
people,
up.
the people suplex.
Dude, and then he just carries him.
Yeah, see, that's where it gets like
Oh, my
mildly
God.
offensive. But he did land flat, square on his back. I will say that he threw that suplex beautifully.
Clear, but it does look like he had malicious intent. I don't know how I don't know. I mean, if you look right here at the last frame of this video, the ref has his hands out like, ooh.
Like what just happened? You
Yeah.
didn't see the ref because he was knocked out at the side of the ring because dude's girlfriend ran in and hit him with a chair. Like,
Smacked him in the back of the head with the title belt.
right.
Video shows Louisville officers tossing drinks out of their cars at random people on the street.
WDRB's Molly Jett explains why this has been a long time coming, Molly.
This happened about 4 to 5 years ago, and the officers involved
been
were
a long
charged
time
and
coming.
fired
These
last
dudes
year.
deserve
However, this is the first time we're seeing what happened. LMPD officers were driving on Berry Boulevard in South Louisville when they spotted a woman walking down the sidewalk in the rain.
Hey, baby, you got change for $1?
It sounded like Sia.
This was a pattern.
About a drink, bitch. Hell no.
Officers
I mean, it
of
was
Louisville
raining though, so is
Police's
that really
former
that
Violent
mean?
Crime Unit, the 9th Mobile Division,
It's not
repeated
just
these
that.
actions dozens of times.
What's up, fam?
Filming the drink throwing pranks and sharing.
They
the
know
videos
they're on
with
videos.
colleagues.
Oh,
They
they wanted
filmed
it.
it.
Yeah, they filmed it themselves. Yeah, you're dumb as fuck.
Dumb as fuck.
Up against the building. Don't miss.
Don't miss. Yeah.
More than
Fast
a
food
year
cup
after
sniping.
Two of the officers were convicted of federal
Ryan
crimes
Wilson.
and
That
scandals
dude's
in
like the
custody.
whitest white dudes ever.
Yeah, dude.
Released
What's up,
a full set
fam?
of videos
What's up,
and
fam?
records from its
And the way he
internal
kept saying it, like he was using like
Hood lingo.
Ebonics. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I thought it was a black officer.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I feel like that's racist because I feel like he looks too nerdy
It
to be
is
talking
kinda.
like that.
Which
He
I
don't
mean,
talk like that normally. He was
That's the-
talking like that to be.
That's the thing. These are some corny white boys that became
Yeah.
police officers and then patrolled the hood
Yes.
to go use ebonics and hood lingos to harass the citizens
Like-
of the ghetto.
Like Colors. I feel like that was always a
dude.
weird movie. Like, why'd they have that, dude?
Colors. You remember when fucking Damon Wayans had the pink bunny.
No copies were
Like
released publicly.
a father cow and a son cow are standing on top of the hill, and the son cow says, "Dad, why don't we go down there and fuck us one of them cows?" The dad cow says, "Why don't we walk down there and fuck them
all of them?"
Favorite quote from a movie.
At least 5 other officers were suspended for their roles in the incidents, such as helping to film or drive for the encounters, sharing laughs in a group chat, and failing to report the conduct.
I feel like I did that in high school. I don't feel like by the time you're a cop, you're over that kind of stuff.
Yeah, dude. I mean, for real. Like,
and especially with all the bad PR that cops get, do you think you really want to be that guy?
Right.
Like just another bad fucking story?
Fucking wild shit. Dude, this... all right, this video right here. I've had maybe about 10 moments of really good laughs off of the sound of this dad's voice.
Okay.
Put the package up here.
That sounded like you. It wasn't as funny as I thought it was. But
dude, did you see what happens here?
Yeah, the cat up and clawed him. Cats are fucking dicks.
Dude, the cat grabs his skull.
Yeah.
Scalp. This dude got scalped by a cat.
Yeah.
He goes, "Ah, ah."
He's dumb enough to buy a cat.
No, he's dumb enough to have kids that would do that to him because they play with a cat toy over his fucking head.
Is that what was going on?
Watch
Because I
this
missed the
shit.
ot toy.
Put the package up here.
See it?
Oh. Shit, I'd be like that too. And cats are fucking like when you get clawed by a cat, that shit gets infected, and you gotta
Yes.
rehabilitate your
Cat scratch fever.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
No, their claws, like, when they pull their claws out, they're curved so much that they're already pointing back to the cat. So when it grabs you by your head and then falls, it's gripping.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, cats grab shit and you can't get them off of it.
Oh yeah. Oh, cats are dicks. Dude.
Imagine that being your scalp. So fucking-
Yeah.
You end up making this noise. This is actually one of the sound effects that I want us to fucking grab.
I don't think you pull the whole thing because it's short at the end.
We want that.
Is that-
I love that video.
Jesus.
Hold on. This who you mad about? What? My 7 ward nigga with
Dude, I almost sent you this video the other day. That's hilarious.
You did send me this stuff.
I did send it to you. I do that to me. He's getting it though, dude. That man has got some moves. Dude. He's got the moves like Jagger, you know,
Dude, how is this pencil leg motherfucker standing like that? And how is his pencil leg booty so big?
Right. Dude, he obviously ain't doing them squats.
Obviously is doing them squats with that big ass booty on this fucking paraplegic.
Ridiculous. And when I was telling you that, I was like, he's gonna think I'm like crazy for sending him like little.
I
like
love
crippled
videos
dudes.
like that, dude.
Dude, I'm all about like crippled love. Like
You've been
those
sending
are
me
my
some,
people.
some good Twitter stuff.
Dude, I got my mind opened. Like I'm no longer on some pussy ass Facebook.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I'm glad that you joined the squad.
And even like TikTok is a little bit too happy for me. I wasn't finding what I needed in social media.
The TikTok depends on like it's on you what your algorithm gives you.
And it's funny, but I don't know. I feel like X is like Twitter is like the wild, wild west of the internet. It's all the stuff that I'm supposed to be seeing. Like, why are you dumbing all this shit down? Like, show me some good shit. Show me some shooting. Show me people getting run over by cars.
I fucked my Twitter up.
Dude, at first, no lie, I think I made my Twitter gay.
Mine's just all porn.
A little bit of mine is because I was getting
the
that
Browns.
too. So when I first downloaded it, one of the first videos was this like Karen, like this liberal Karen, like in San Francisco, and she's yelling at some dude, and she's like, "This is a gayborhood and you're not welcome. And I was telling somebody about the video. So I searched gayborhood as one of my first searches.
Oh my God.
And then just turned my algorithm totally gay. And then it was like, just like dudes with dicks and like all this shit for a while until I had to like filter it out. And now we're cool. But I turned that shit gay as fuck right out the gate. Like,
dude, gay as fuck.
right. They thought I was like a transvestite who loved guns and fights.
I don't even know why I'm going through the hassle. We just froze a little bit, but I reactivated our cameras. Just to let you guys know, thank you for enjoying another episode of No Outlet Live. We will see you next week. Don't be gay on Twitter.
Welcome to the gayborhood.
Oh, come on. Come on, NPC Beats. Now we gotta talk for a second again because
does it take a while to ride out?
No, when the fucking thing froze, it has to do with my my sound effects app.
Guess that's something we need to fix.
Yeah, I don't know why my shit be doing that. I be having like electrical surges.
I don't assume anybody makes it to the end of the show anyway. So
They do. They do. Our last episode has like 150 views.
What was our last one?
Brian Sternick.
Oh yeah, dude, we gotta have him back for sure.
Yeah, Brian Sternick's the shit.
He should sit in. What happened? Other dude you said was gonna sit in all the time. I ain't seen him since.
He was supposed to be here tonight. He said that his wife had plans for him. He really has like you know how it is being married. You was married. Your ass was controlled by a wife.
I understand how it goes. And one day he'll
next
learn.
week we're gonna be able to front on him for it.
And one day he's gonna grow up and be a man and understand that he don't need no bitch to tell him what to do.
You can't say that.
Tell his wife I said it. Tell his wife that he said it. Yeah, telling him. I'm like, he said that shit.
Come on.
Oh, you figured it out?
No. I think I might fuck something up.
Are we still live?
We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
God hates facts.